penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Manchester United. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Shoots! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Manchester United, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up, or it's going to happen again.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That has been cut short. Casemiro gently done. Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Cullen. Here's Broja. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, it's just a little long. Menu.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
De Ligt. Casemiro. Martinez. Ugarte. Menu. Martinez. Shaw. Menu. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Clearly not happy with that. Zirkzee gets a foot in here. Šeško, and he's onside. He's cut it out. And that has sent him sprawling. Gets good distance on it. Casemiro. Menu. Now who's going to be first to this? And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results. Well, this is quite a view. The atmosphere created by these manic fans, a stark contrast to the grey skies we see above. Regardless of impending rain, this should be terrific. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, a quick look at the opposition, and results really have not been good for them at all just recently. They haven't won at all in the last three.
No, there's no hiding place, Peter. This is...
No question, that's a foul. Rodriguez. Now it's Bowen. Bowen! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Bowen brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. Bowen. Manchester United are on a great run. 5 wins in a row. And it's played forward. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Todibo. That looks a cracking ball. Well, now here's a good... And he has been fouled there. Far too far and out of play. He can run onto that. Deftly away. Shaw have it back and can go again. And we're not going to make any further progress now. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Todibo gets over and intercepts. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Šeško! That's tidy. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško! He's found a way through, gets the shot away!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Mavropanos, gently done. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Made back to the goalkeeper. Ugarte forwards and with intent. Souček. Kilman. Souček.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Wilson, and he's lost his man, and the shots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to...
Šeško! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Manchester United are the standout defensive side of the moment. They've not conceded in their last 5. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Wilson. Wilson! Lisandro Martinez with a fine tackle. Oh, easy pickings there. Todibo. Rodriguez. And here's Wilson, out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Walker-Peters has been caught there, it's a foul. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Menu. Brilliantly cut out. Hermansen, one ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Socek. Zirkzee. Todibo gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's come loose. Zirkzee. That is a brilliant interception.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
Zirkzee looking to get on the end of this. Oh, what a climb! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Matheus Cunha really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Ward-Prowse. And here's Wilson, and here's Bowen. Muscular approach does pay off here. Socek, done delicately. Good ball over the top. And he's there to get it away. Manchester United making another change here. Lucas Paqueta has it out wide and in space. Manchester United making consecutive changes here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Bowen. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. I think is his third booking altogether. And straight into the wall. It's anyone's ball now. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Menu.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Ahmad. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Mavropanos shifted upfield. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And it's Shaw. Matheus Cunha, great chance! Oh, he's managed to to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's really well manoeuvred. Kilman gets rid without sophistication. Ahmad played into the middle.
It was hopeful to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Which is summarise what we... Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to a game that has the potential to be a real cracker. Both teams will be keen to make a strong start here, especially given that conditions are set to deteriorate as the match goes on. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. That is a little undercooked. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Big chance! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Šeško really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Goes for a shot! Bruno Fernandes finds himself offside. Šeško. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
That was very necessary. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
He has found a way through. And that's been won straight back.
Are clearly looking to use the space at the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Šeško! just lacked a decent finish.
Šeško really can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
And they've got a throw. Played back to the goalkeeper. Shaw. Manchester United are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Diogo Dalot looks across, great chance! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bruno Fernandes, and it's Shaw. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Spread out to the left, played back in. Looking ball that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Manchester United are cruising in at half-time, 3-0 ahead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's there to clear it. Diogo Dalot have it back and can go again.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That's been drilled forward, and he cuts out the supply. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. hoisted upfield by the keeper. Manchester United have reclaimed it, and he's picked out the run. He's found the way through, and he's onside. Overhit and out of play. Manchester United making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Ugarte, whistle's gone, that's a foul. Does really well to win the ball there.
Hoover really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way, and they know that they're going to be involved in certainly the next spell of physicality in dealing with an aerial approach.
Yeah, it's toe-to-toe, bicep to bicep, all about feet and inches. Searching passes played there. Chooses to go back, over to the left. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, I thought about the opposition here, Jim. They are a team that is stuttering badly.
Well, if ever a win was needed, Peter, then they'd obviously like it to be here. However, there's no need for them to get over-anxious about their current run. They have...
And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! The ideal start! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been cut short. Manchester United have the league's best defensive record. Livramento. Livramento, nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Byrne gets over and intercepts. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great defending, strong and determined. Lisandro Martinez, aim forwards. Šeško! Can he finish?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Manchester United are unbeaten in 5 on the road. It's a good run. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte shifted upfield. Šeško. He's in plenty of space here. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And now he has 2. Things starting to look very comfortable. And a chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Šeško! He's in, surely! Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Manchester United finished this first half with a trademark flourish. Livramento, it's a sharp pass. Caught offside that time. Matheus Cunha. Played out wide. Oh, it's come loose. And it's played forward. And here's the chance to counter. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha! What a hit, the save was firm.
Matheus Cunha probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And it's Ugarte. Trippier gets it away. And we hit half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now, who's going to be first to this? Trippier, delicate ball, and it needs to be. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Livramento makes the interception.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
The ball is loose and could be danger here. Joelinton. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Gordon tries a deft little ball. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Gordon, Murphy, and again they run up against stubborn defending. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. It's Menu. That looks a good ball through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, great play. Menu, back when it goes. Joelinton, gently done. So, what can they make of this? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yeah, that's a booking, always looked it.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Acrobatic effort!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to him.
Ugarte does really well to win the ball there. Barnes. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Great challenge. Big chance! Byrne getting this one clear. Oh, shooting chance! Great football, shot and save. For a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious of...
There's the header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours. Well, good afternoon to you. It is an imperfect day, far from the perfect backdrop to a game so highly anticipated, but it is far too special, too important an occasion to be beaten by the elements. There is quite a buzz here. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Got things underway. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Chance! Kolumuani. Kudus. Now what about a counter-attack? Brennan Johnson, Lisandro Martinez cuts it out. Manchester United are on this very impressive run in front of their home crowd. 5 wins in 5. Menu. So what can they make of this? Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Menu forwards and with intent. Bruno Fernandes, great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, smashing! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Sarr does really well to win the ball there. Sarr trying to keep this in. He is through here. That's really well manoeuvred. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Lisandro Martinez gets over and intercepts. Diogo Dalot carries the ball down the right. He's got space in the area. And he's there to get it away. Just about within shooting range. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Davis.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Menu given the lift of his goal. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Kolumuani. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's a nicely shaped ball. Zirkzee, Šeško. Oh, he's enjoyed that. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Davis gets it clear. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. But that, I think, is his third booking altogether. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Ruffled a few feathers. but well dealt with.
And he's searching through.
Zixi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Thinks about the shot. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vicario sends that a long way.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
And they win it back again.
He's shifting through the gears here. Menu, Sheshko, Bruno Fernandes. Could be danger here.
Odegaard.
Foot in.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
And the shot!
And again!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nice physical challenge.
Takes a shot!
Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bentancur. Danso. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that goes for a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Odegaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked in. Casemiro gets his fourth caution in total.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. And time is up. Manchester United are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle, something they jumped.
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season.
No foul, says the referee. Bruno Fernandes.
That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away.
Shaw.
Šeško.
Zirkzee.
It's going all the way through to the keeper. And it's Subimendi.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your...
A real chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
So they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Muscular approach does pay off here. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And here's Martinelli.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Arsenal were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And it's played forward.
Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's had a shot!
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Merino. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Another throw-in. Ball swung in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chance here to counter. Bruno Fernandes. He's found a way through, and the flag has stayed down. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Merino. Calafiori, gently done. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ugarte. Nkapie cuts out the pass, and back to the keeper they go. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Bruno Fernandes. Nkapie
distance on it.
Calafiori. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Calafiori.
Merino. There's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient.
And the shots!
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Shaw.
Šeško.
Shaw. He came in hard, very hard. Saka.
Casemiro does really well to win the ball there.
Zirkzee.
Nkapie wins the duel this time. Calafiori.
Looks to the other side.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Šeško.
Zirkzee gets a good foot in there.
Martinelli.
Merino. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Calafiori.
Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Eze.
Bruno Fernandes
Being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against them here.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Now it's Martinelli.
And here's Zirkzee. Now it's Menu. Šeško. Arsenal have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Eze proves too strong. It's Bruno Fernandes. And it's been played through.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Diogo Dalot
Gets over and intercepts.
Šeško.
Now who's going to be first to this?
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Very much into the last knockings.
And that is that.
So the perfect end to the season, the feel-good culmination around which the supporters can gather with appreciation.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, no matter what the result, Peter, I think the match was played in the right spirit. And now for next season and beyond.
Just remains for me to thank Jim.
welcome to you all as our coverage of the opening fixture of the International Champions Cup gets underway. It is a slightly new concept for some of you, but it is a special invitation event held both stateside and in Asia, as it has been since 2013. Interest in the competition has been phenomenal. It has drawn in crowds of over 100,000, which signal again that football is indeed a worldwide sport. It presents a rare opportunity for fans who cannot travel to watch their clubs or their favourite players to see them right on their own doorstep. It is quite a scene here, this being one of Asia's top footballing venues, the Saitama Stadium. Near hysteria generated everywhere that these teams have gone. A lot of young faces amongst the crowds. These are the next generation of fans.
Yeah, I totally agree, Peter. It's a cracking event when it comes to feel-good factor, but it's also a lucrative opportunity to promote a brand in this part of the world, to back up the good work they've already done here. I think both clubs know that at the end of this, each will have left the right impression.
We have already started here. Oh, easy pickings there. Martinez, Ugarte, Alvarez, played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the... Simeone! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, of course, this is the first really big game of pre-season, and so, Jim, the manager's actions and his statements, his tactics, his thoughts...
Well, it just goes to show you, Peter, the level of expectation and interest.
Scrutiny.
Yeah, I mean, they really want to hit the ground running, so as much as there's so much excitement around, there's also added pressure.
Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. Now it's Joao Felix. Šeško! Cleared without complication. Great position here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's a good run down the left. Matheus Cunha. Šeško. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Galan, gently done. And he cuts out the supply. Barrios. And it's Barrios. And that's aimed into the middle. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Baina. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No foul, says the referee. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oblak, long ball by the goalkeeper. Matheus Cunha. Galan. Now it's Barrios. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Baina plays it short, succumbs to the pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Šeško, Diogo Dalot. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Lisandro Martinez goes short. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that was very necessary. That's a throw. Joao Felix. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Simeone. Throw it. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank. Great defending, strong and determined. Lisandro Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Barrios. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Barrios. Galan. Now it's Barrios. Does really well to win the ball there. Pablo Barrios is fouled.
The message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
De Normal. Llorente. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Zixi, aim forwards. Le Normand gets it clear. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Mount! And a chance! He scored! They have stolen level at the last! All Black, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Simeone in acres of space out wide. It's run loose here. Lisandro Martinez wins the duel this time. And here's Alvarez. Oh, it's come loose. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective.
And this is now tonight's lineup.
Well, it is day 2 of the International Champions Cup. The fans getting another chance to see some of their favourite clubs from Europe and beyond. A real party atmosphere, dare I say it, a carnival of an atmosphere. Further evidence of the increasing popularity of the beautiful game in countries where previously it wasn't thought possible. The clubs really are putting in a massive effort too, with fan interaction, a big theme in the time between matches, and the players, I'm glad to report, seem thoroughly to be enjoying their newfound widespread fame as well. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So the pivotal day, we should know which way this competition is going by the end of it.
Yeah, Peter, and as previously mentioned, hopefully football will be the biggest winner here. It's a tournament that, I think it's fair to say, doesn't demand the heights of competitiveness. You know, fitness plays an important part and the chance to introduce emerging talent. But it all adds up to a tremendously popular event, and you only have to listen to the noise in this.
And he shoots! And they've got Reed. De Ketelaere. Šeško. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Kepa sends that a long way. Origi. And the finish! Goal! Milan! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Milan, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Big chance! Oh, could be danger here. Pulisic. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's away. Šeško! They have done it! They have their equaliser! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after score.
It's Origi! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Driving forward. And the shot's on here. Chance! Oh, Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Loftus-Cheek forwards and with intent, and it's Loftus-Cheek. That's really well manoeuvred. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's through and all on success! Rabiot. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, nicely intercepted. Pulisic. Strong running down that left flank. Looks a good ball through. Well read, and the danger is averted. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Proves too strong. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Circe. Diogo Dalot. Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Punched away. Mainu. Real chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Manchester United were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive.
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Tomori, Fofana, Modric shifted upfield. Traoré. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's heaved it away. Rabiot. Nice physical challenge.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how...
And the shot! By 3, they have their boot on the throats of their foes.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
De Ketelaere calmly anticipates. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shot, surely! No mistake! Just cruising! They are cruising! Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Origi. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Modric.
Lisandro Martinez has given away a free kick. Šeško. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of...
He's shooting! Oh, almost a 6th! We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact. Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's in! Davinta gets it clear. Looking to break at pace. It's come to nothing. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Mount played with finesse.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Manchester United, this the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Mount
With a real chance here.
Mount! And the ball's come loose here. Gabbia gets good distance on it.
Now it's Origi. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Now it's Selmakers.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Modric! It's anyone's ball now. And it's Modric. Wins the duel this time. Tomori cuts it out. That is a great pick out. Gabbia cuts out the pass. And that's it. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance. Well, hello and welcome to our coverage of the final day of the International Champions Cup, an event which has seen clubs invited here from right around the globe. This may have only been a short tournament, but it is one that has certainly left its mark here for all the right reasons. The games have been very largely watchable, more than decent, played in a very good spirit, and everybody who has taken part deserves great credit for bringing the game to a new market. Turnout has been fantastic throughout the event, and it is certainly the case here today as well. Let us hope that it all ends just as well. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So then the final opportunity for these distant fans to see their heroes.
Well, I think all the signs are pointing in the right direction, Peter. If the respective atmospheres are anything to go by, we have to tip our hats to the organisers and the clubs that have made the commitment. Here's hoping we'll all get to return next year. I've certainly enjoyed being part of such an enthusiastic tournament, and we still have plenty to look forward to here.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Zirkzee. De Gea claims comfortably. Šeško. And here's Mount. Mount showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mount. Zirkzee. Matheus Cunha. Climbs up big! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Zirkzee. There will be a throw-in. It's run loose here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zirkzee. Caught offside that time. And it's Hossens. Ugarte. Šeško. That's going to go a long way. Manchester United have reclaimed it. And he's straight offside. Mount. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ogracic. Aim forwards. And it's played forward. Cuts out the pass. Šeško. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Gosens. Proves too strong.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Matheus Cunha. There's the shot! Mount this time, surely! That'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
So we reach the halfway point.
Manchester United ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Zirkzee. Mazraoui gets into some space. Clears it away. Lanti. Malacia. And he's there to clear it. Keeper's dealt with that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gracic, just about up to the hour now. Hussens has been caught there, it's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Moved on forwards. Mount wins the duel this time. Driving on and making good progress.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he has been fouled there. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's shifting through the gear, and the shot! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ball driven towards the far post. Another chance from a corner. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. It's going to be a double change then. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, takes the shot! Fashul. And the finish! It's in! Finally the breakthrough! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
But there's going to be another change here. Manchester United, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. That's really well manoeuvred. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Malacia. Ugarte. 1-0 as we head towards the end. The final 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Aim forwards. It is now or never. Time is against them. Now then, the ball's come loose. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way through. Turns and goes back. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United, they have won the International Champions Cup. A fine win in this most prestigious friendly tournament, which has been going from strength to strength since it began several years ago. A genuine test against quality opposition from right around the world. And so to the ceremony. This has been a short but a wonderful tournament. It has served as a fine medium to bring football to new fans. The winners, fine ambassadors too, in the cause of the beautiful game.
Ladies and gentlemen,